the, what is this, August 11th, 2026 Agricultural Commission meeting to order. And we'll jump right in with acceptance of the June minutes.
Excuse me.
June minutes?
Yes.
June minutes.
Is this mine?
Hope so.
Who are those children? Did you see the minutes?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did read them. Sorry,
Okay.
I was
No,
sleeping over here.
It's okay.
I move we accept the minutes, the
Lost
June
Denver already.
2026 minutes as written.
All right. Do you
Second.
want a second or do you want? We have a motion to accept the June 2026 minutes as written. Any need to discuss the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask everyone to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. On to the treasurer's report.
The treasurer's report. I believe we're on a new budget year, so 1375 in the budget. And I believe we're starting the donation account balance out at, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. Hold on. Did I pick up the wrong number? Oh, no, it is. 8,161.55. That is not confirmed with June yet. And I believe what happened is we had an overage on the National Grid bill from June of $5.09. And I believe, because I talked to Shane and he got paid the 165 that would have kicked out. He got paid that, so I believe that $5.09 came out of the donation account instead of, because there wasn't that much in the budget. But I haven't confirmed that yet, so, but that's where we stand. The July National Grid bill came in at $30.46. Yeah,
$30 and what?
46 cents.
46 cents.
And I did not get the actual bill, it was just the cover sheet, so
Must be
I.
the air conditioner.
Air conditioner.
Yeah, that I put in the hot tub. Yeah.
What do you got plugged into that
Wow.
shed?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pool filter.
That's a lot higher than normal.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's because water usage has been higher than normal.
maybe the pump's working overtime.
Yeah.
So total right now in both accounts is $9,506.09. Provided that $5.09 thing is accurate.
I move we accept the treasurer's report.
I'll second it. We have a motion to accept the treasurer's report. Any need to discuss the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask everyone to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. On to the community garden report and expenses.
Okay, let's do the report first. I wrote a few things out. Okay, so things are going along relatively smoothly, just like every year. It's going, the garden's beautiful. There's a few people who have abandoned their gardens at this point, but that's to be expected. Still having a little bit of trouble with the locks not being locked down properly, but that's, again, it's human error. We can't do much about that, as hard as we try. And the gate left open. So, I'll let them know there's about 8 weeks left in the season before we start shut down, and I'll start letting them know what they have to do so we can shut down easily. Food pantry deliveries, we've made 4 deliveries so far for a total of about 175 pounds of produce so far. And we'll keep doing this until, usually it's about mid to late September it starts to wane. But the poundage goes up because of the squash. So I'm really happy with it. The we're able to still do it. The, this past week, 2 people have come to the garden asking for food. One was when I was there, and one was when another gardener was there. So, we just have to be vigilant about I have to let the gardeners know. I just found out about the second person yesterday. So, we refer them to the food pantries, but when I asked one of the people, I was engaging him in conversation to see if he lived in Berlin or, where he was from, so I could direct him, hey, you wanna join the garden next year, whatever, but he said he was from Worcester.
Oh.
So, before we had the big fence up, that was where we were getting a lot of people that were coming to the garden to pick, so I don't know, our name is out there, I guess. So that then leads me to, you and I have to make a date to do the surveillance cameras and make sure they're pointed in the right directions.
Yeah.
So we can talk after the meeting when your seasonal time wanes a little bit so that it's convenient for you to get down there with me. Okay, so on the expenses, I've needed to buy just a couple of things. I had to buy a new hose, a small hose that runs the line from the right side of the shed to the left side of the shed to the gardens, the 2 disabled persons' gardens that are right there when you walk in the door. The hose got messed up, so I had to buy that, and then I have a gardener who is working on a sitting area in the perennials that Carl had donated to us. She's fixing it all up really nice, and she did purchase some stakes and some straw that she would like to be reimbursed for, so we'll have to vote on those. And that's all the expenses right now, but I'll work on getting the other tank so that this fall we can put the raised beds in.
Do you have a total for the expenses?
Oh, I texted her and asked her if she would send me a ballpark, and I haven't heard back from her yet. Mine was $15.99.
For the hose?
Yeah, I can't imagine that it was real expensive to do the stakes and the straw, but I can have the amount at the next meeting and have the paperwork all set for the next meeting. I just wanted permission for her to get reimbursed.
Can we vote on it if we don't have an amount? I guess we can vote on it, and then I'll just put
say
it
not to
into
exceed
like outstanding items and, yeah.
Yeah, someone wanna make a motion? Wanna do the garden hose first?
Okay.
Beverly?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because we know the price of that.
Okay, I move to spend $15.99 on a new garden hose.
Seconded. Alright, we have a motion to spend $15.99 on a new garden hose. Any need to discuss the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask everyone to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
Will that come out of our budget account?
It sure can, since we have a brand new year.
Yeah, I don't know how much we put aside for miscellaneous, but I think we pumped up the amount
I
this
can
year.
tell you that. Garden supplies is at 100 right now in the budget,
All right,
so, yeah.
all right, so this we
Yeah,
can
that should
cover
come
with
out of
this.
there. Yeah.
Okay. So then you want me to make the motion that we
Yeah.
reimburse the gardener for purchasing
Can we do a not to exceed amount? Do we have that kind of a ballpark?
yeah, estimate, what do you think, $25? It's a bale of straw
1 bale of straw and some
and
steaks?
some stakes.
Like
So,
a big bundle of steaks, or?
20,000 at the most, but I think less.
Probably 25 is fine.
Okay, so we'll look at 25.
Yeah, we can always vote again next time if we need to.
Right.
So I move that we reimburse Mary for the stakes and the straw not to exceed $25.
Second.
Alright, we have a motion to reimburse Mary from the community garden for the stakes and straw not to exceed $25. Any need to discuss the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask everyone to vote. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. And the motion passes unanimously. Alright.
And again, I think that should come out of the budget.
Yeah. Alright. Any other news from the garden?
I just have the
Just
other
the-
stuff that's in new business, so we can wait till then, or,
The big items.
yeah.
Alright. Incoming correspondence.
Incoming correspondence. The National Grid bill was the only thing that was in the box. And emails. All relate to the State Ethics Commission stuff, so that came in through the AdCom email
Mm-hmm.
for me,
Yeah.
which I completed. And then to my personal email account, Eric
Mm-hmm.
just sent my appointment letter, so that was it. That was all the
Okay.
correspondence.
Excellent.
Quiet summer.
No news is good news. All right, we can move on to plumbing repairs at the community garden.
Okay, so, I know James knows this, Laura, so I'm just gonna say it so that you're aware of it. The plumbing was leaking from the tank in
Oh.
the shed. And, I asked Highway to come look at it because they're the ones who winterize it and, shut it down and turn it back on for us. So I asked them if they'd take a look at it and see what they knew what was going on. And they said it's not something they can handle, that we need to call like Sontag, who put the well.
Put it in,
Yeah, put
right.
it in, or somebody else. So I need permission to call somebody to get the repairs done. They're not major. It's a leak that we have a bucket under, and we're able to dump the bucket, every couple of days.
Okay.
But it needs to be done. Obviously, we can't leave it. So, I guess I'm asking permission to, call them to come take a look at it, and then they're gonna have to give us an estimate for repairs. Is that correct?
Sounds, yeah. So, I mean, that's probably what they
Yeah,
would
I
do
can't
anyway, right?
Might be something that we need to channel through the TA. Can't remember where the threshold for that is. But we can look them in at least beforehand and just make sure. But
Okay, so do you want me to wait until, are you able to talk to him, and I'll wait until I hear from you to contact Sontag?
yeah, I meant to reach out to them earlier, but I can send them an email tonight.
Okay.
And just make sure that we can go ahead. Sense is if it's minor, we can just have him do it, but
Yeah,
if it's a bigger project, sometimes it can get more complicated.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about it, but
Yeah.
Highway said it wasn't something they could,
They can't do anything.
they can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, I'll reach out most even just to refresh my memory on what the process is around that. But wanna take a vote on reaching out to get estimates? At least through whatever process that might be.
Yeah, am I understanding you that I have to wait first to hear how to go about it before I do it, right? And then
Yeah.
once I get permission to have them come in and give us an estimate,
Yeah.
or do I have to do more than one estimate?
That's the part that I'm not 100% sure about.
Okay.
And so and even if we can kind of reach out unilaterally, I think the TA's office might appreciate us just looping them in, cause it's, may fall under sort of the capital stuff, but.
Mm. Okay, so we're making a motion to proceed with getting estimates once we have an answer from the TA.
Yeah. That sounds good. Second? Do you want a second it or do I?
Oh.
Wake up, Deb.
Sorry. I'll second it.
Second.
Just kick me, all right?
We have a motion to reach out and procure estimates for plumbing repairs, at the community garden. Is there a need to discuss the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask everyone to vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 It didn't come out. It was like,
Motion passes unanimously. Yeah, I'll check with them and figure out what the process is, but I think in the past, my recollection is that, like Trinity Irrigation, I think, would sort of
Yeah, they used
donate
to
some fixes
handle-
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
they used to do a lot of the
They would
stuff.
just do it, so there was no expense.
yeah, they did a lot of work when we had the tanks.
Right.
And so we'll see what we discover, but.
Okay, I forgot about Trinity. Thank you
So
for
it-
reminding me.
Yeah, that may be another avenue. And then on to the Tower Hill membership.
Okay, I haven't had a chance to talk to June. I was thinking I would wait. I'm going away again for a couple weeks, and I'm sure she's still closing the books, so give her a breather time.
That's why I haven't asked her about the $5.
Yeah.
It's like, she's got bigger things to do.
Yeah, I just want clarification on this because
Yeah.
Jeff didn't know the whole thing about it's not part of the budget that I'm asking for us to use for the pass. I'm asking that it come out of the donation account, and then he didn't know about how to do it through the donation account. What he kept referring to was, did anybody earmark money specifically for this? And I said, no, it's straight donations, and I told him on the application, it says, donations are appreciated for improvements to the garden. And I did talk to Carl as well, because I said,
Okay.
can you tell me about this account? Because he was the one that, when this all started, he was the one who managed that, and he said, yes, this was an account that was used to do things that didn't fall under the budget that helped out at the garden. And he said it was never questioned, and nobody, he said we just do the thing and off it went. So Carl seemed to feel, and I know he's not in charge anymore, but seemed to feel that the donation account is not taxpayer controlled. It's not taxpayer money.
He's right.
And so, as long as we are using it within the parameters of what it's, that it's for improvements to the garden, I think part of the stumbling point was the educational component, that why do they need education? Well, you need education in order to be successful in what you're doing and to create interest and all that kind of stuff. And that's why I want it, because they enjoyed it last year
Mhm.
and went to different things. And I thought that was really important. And then the other thing he was asking me about was, well, would this just be for people in the garden, or would it be for everybody in the town? And I said, no, it would just be for people in the garden. But then again, the money isn't coming out of the budget.
Right.
It's coming out of a donation account. And he kept on with the having to specify. He said, when somebody sends you a check, do they specify what it's for? And I said, no, they just write donation. And it goes into the donation account. So we have to get it straightened out as how to move forward with it, because I still would like to make that available to the
Mhm.
gardeners. So I thought I would go talk to her and Jeff again come September, when she should be
Okay.
pretty much done with all the books, and I'll
So
talk to you.
it probably won't be Jeff in September, because we're getting a new TA at the
He
end of
was-
August.
He was just
Oh.
appointed. Or it's, I
Oh,
think, a contract.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Or it's in the work. I can't remember where they're
August 24th or something like that? I
at.
don't
Yeah.
remember.
It's
Okay.
around the corner.
I don't know his name, but
Okay, so then I think I'll talk to June 1st, so that she can then speak to the new TA about it, and then they can figure it out, I hope. So,
do you want me to join you for that?
yeah, I think it probably would be a
'Cause we
good
had
idea.
talked about that, I
so
just
that we
didn't- yeah.
understand it, so I'll be in, as soon as I'll be back in September, I'll talk to you about what works for you, and we can.
Okay.
Maybe we can do a twofer and go buy a tank too.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, so I think
Yes.
that's everything. That's about,
Alright.
but I'd still like to move forward with it and get it straightened out, to see how we can and cannot use that money, and if we have to change the application. Cause I know,
Right.
I said to Carl, we've all gotten requests for money.
Mhm.
And there'll often be a little thing, like if you donate to UMass, it'll say, donate to research, donate to this,
Mhm.
donate to blah, 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 donate to where most needed, and you
Mhm.
check off, like, I don't care, it can go anywhere,
Mhm.
or if you specifically want it to go somewhere.
Yeah. The Lions Club has, obviously they take in donation money, but they have a specific administrative account that they can use for other things. And otherwise they have to, it has to be, because they're 501c3 or whatever, it has to be purposeful, if you will. But, so they would do, like, at the dinners, they would do little raffles and stuff to, like, everybody throw $1 in kind of thing, just to keep that account going. Because then they were spending that on things like sending people to conferences and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, I get the point behind it, but I just don't think that fund was ever.
It certainly hasn't been, abused,
No.
and we've built
Yeah.
it up to a nice amount in case there is an emergency there.
Right.
Yeah, and one of the components of the community garden too is that half the point is to build community, and so there's that aspect of it which ties in a unique way. But
Yeah, that's true, because you could
Yeah.
go with, the
Yeah.
pass is for 3 people.
sometimes money that the town ends up holding ends up constrained in weird ways, which might be something that Jeff was getting at. I don't know. I can ask around as well. Because I know sometimes money flows in and out of those accounts, and ways that are limited, that aren't necessarily intuitive.
Yeah, but it all has to be signed off on still too. It has to,
Yeah.
you know, when we vote on it, it's not like I said, hey, I want $100, I wanna take a few people out to dinner. I want $100, don't ask me what it's for.
Yeah. Yeah, we can circle back around to the,
Yeah, it would be appreciated and appreciated by the gardeners
I mean, it was used
a lot.
quite a bit, yeah, yeah,
That's nice. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
so,
It was a nice treat to get that.
Yeah. It's not a lot of money either, is it?
It's $160
That's what I
for
thought. A year.
the year.
yeah, I almost wonder if it ends up being something that we can't fund, if you could have somebody just donate a membership at some point, if they wanted to, if they thought that that was something that was important to them.
Okay. Well, I did
Might
ask him,
be
I said,
another-
if we can't do it, what's stopping me from asking everybody to donate $10 or something to get
fund
the
it.
pass?
Yeah.
And he said, what are you gonna call the group? And I said,
Friends of the Community Garden.
And he said, you can't do that.
Yeah, that starts to become, yeah, as soon as money's involved with the town, you have to be careful. Yeah, we can chase it. That concludes the agenda.
Motion to adjourn the meeting?
Seconded.
We have a motion to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Good, I can
You
go
can
to
go to
bed
sleep
now.
now.
It's like 3 times longer than Kevin's best plan.
I don't know. One of these days we'll hit the mark.
I don't know. He was pretty determined.